We in the house, but we healthy. That's all that matters. We healthy. Since we're all quarantined, I came up with 5 anime to watch while being quarantined. Doesn't matter if you're new to anime. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran. I just compiled a list of what I feel are the 5 best anime to watch while quarantined. Right, number one, One Piece. I picked One Piece to start off because it's the most intimidating show to start, seeing that it's 900 plus episodes. So let's just say hypothetically you start watching One Piece on April 8th, Wednesday. And let's say you watch 5 episodes per day. So if you watch 5 episodes per day of One Piece, you're looking at, let me do the math. That's 100 plus. So that's 100 plus episodes by April 30th. So if you've made it to 100 episodes in One Piece, and that's I'm not even including the filler in that neither. So if you watch with a filler list and skip the filler episodes, you definitely gonna be at the Alabasta arc for sure. So the Alabasta arc is basically the arc in One Piece where the Straw Hat Pirates are put to the test, like an actual real test, and it's the first arc that shows like the political implications of the One Piece world and the different enemies of the One Piece world and what the Straw Hat Pirates are up against. So once you get to that point, to Alabasta, you're gonna get extra hooked to One Piece because it gets better from that point. Like the enemy in that arc is like very formidable, and then you start to see stronger enemies as the series goes on, and it gets really real. It's like the first true test for the Straw Hat Pirates. That's why it's the best arc. And I always tell people, like, you're gonna understand the appeal of One Piece, or like I want to say the overboard standum of One Piece, once you get to the Alabasta arc. Then you be like, okay, I get it. And the arcs before Alabasta are good too. So I know what you're thinking, like, damn, I gotta watch 100 plus episodes or something to be great. No. Don't play One Piece like that, bro. Like, there's arcs before Alabasta that's great also. A lot of good fights too. So you're gonna be entertained, but then it really gets real once you get the Alabasta. Just remember that. Alabasta arc. Once you get to the Alabasta arc, One Piece is gonna go so fast for you. You're gonna be at the Wano arc in no time. Like, you're gonna look back and be like, damn, I caught up. Real shit. Alright, so the next anime on this list is Bleach. If you've been keeping up with my channel, I've been watching Bleach since I've been stuck in the house. I've made, I think, 3 videos on it. This is my one thing with Bleach. If you watch Bleach, please be patient and just make it to episode 16. The episodes before episode 16 aren't bad. It's just, it starts off slow. That's it. Just make it to episode 16, and then that sets you up for the wild ride that is the Soul Society arc. Once you get to episode 16, the pacing gets 10 times better. So that's all I ask. Now, if you're not patient and you don't want to sit through 16 episodes, I would then just read the manga up until that point, figure out where it stops at or what chapter it stops at, and then start watching the Soul Society arc from that point. Bleach isn't as like overwhelming as One Piece because it has way more filler than One Piece does. So make sure you have the filler list. Just Google it and then see what episode you skip, and then just watch it. I guarantee you it'll be easier to get through once you have that filler list. And then Bleach has like an interesting like main character. I think everybody would like if they never seen Bleach before. Ichigo is not the like typical like underdog. He's already clean. He's already that dude. So it's gonna be easy to follow along Ichigo, trust me. Right, next on my list, Dragon Ball. Most underrated series in anime history, in my opinion. Some people didn't start off with Dragon Ball. They started off with DBZ. That's me. Some people even started off with GT. But I think if you go back and watch the original Dragon Ball, I think it'll give you like a better appreciation of Dragon Ball Z and GT and Dragon Ball Super. This series is probably the sole reason why I'll never give up on the Dragon Ball franchise, even though the Dragon Ball franchise has been abysmal since the Buu saga began. Even though Kid Buu is a great villain, and so is Majin Vegeta, that saga was just pure ass. The last great moment in the Dragon Ball franchise, well, the Broly movie was the last great moment, so let me take that back. But I don't like Dragon Ball Super. I didn't like GT. GT had great villains, though terrible story. The last great moment before the Broly movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, was Cell Saga. So when we thought Gohan was getting the torch passed to him, and we thought everything was centered around him, we were lied to. They pulled the switcheroo and gave it back to Goku, which fucking destroyed the franchise, in my opinion. Like, it just ruined it, and they haven't been able to really like bounce back for real. I mean, there's some like decent moments, but I never got that moment where I was like, yo, I gotta check Dragon Ball whatever tonight or today, because I need to find out what's going on. I usually let the episodes build up and then start watching them. But anyway, back to Dragon Ball. This one, it doesn't get the respect it deserves to me. And I love Dragon Ball for the simple fact that Goku isn't like this godlike character. He's normal in like anime standards. He's not like this god. He's not like the anime Superman yet. So it makes it really watchable, and it makes like other characters matter. So I can just think off the top of my head like the great sagas within Dragon Ball. So you got like the Red Ribbon Army saga, King Piccolo saga, the Tournament saga, Piccolo Junior saga. Like, dog, pick your poison, dog. Like, all of them are great. There's so many great underrated moments in Dragon Ball alone. So I think it's just a fun like anime series to watch while quarantine, because it's like a history lesson, so to speak, and you get to see where a lot of these future animes got their influence from. They got it from Dragon Ball. All right, next is Hunter x Hunter. I normally don't recommend Hunter x Hunter to people because it's either all or nothing with that anime. It's people that either really love it or people who really dislike it, and there's never people who are like in the middle with it. The main reason why I don't normally like recommend Hunter x Hunter to people is because the nin fighting system that's in it, and it confuses some people. Like, they don't get it, so they get discouraged and they don't want to even watch it anymore after that. But other than that, like, I think it's one of the most like perfect shonen like out there. Might be the most perfect fighting shonen between that or Yu Yu Hakusho, which same creator. But yeah, like when I started Hunter x Hunter, when I was watching it for the first time, I was one of the rare people that didn't understand the hype. Like, I thought it was good, but I wasn't like, oh man, this is like the greatest shit ever, until I got to the York New City arc. That's when I was like, oh, okay, now it's talking my language now. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, okay, this is dope. And then the arc after that, it was Greed Island. I wasn't too into Greed Island for real. It wasn't a bad arc. I just didn't care for it for real. But then the grand poobah of them all, one of the greatest arcs in anime history, the Chimera Ant arc. That's the one that was like, okay, yeah, Hunter x Hunter is in my top 5, like for sure. So that's what I tell people who watch it for the first time, because I think Hunter x Hunter is 140 something episodes, and the arcs, even the beginning arcs, are cool because they set up the story really nice. But I always tell people, if you're looking for like a benchmark, just get the York New City, and you're gonna become addicted to Hunter x Hunter, especially Killua. Who don't like Killua, bruh? Right, and the final one on my list, Bow. Mobile Suit, Iron Blooded Orphans. I'm not gonna dive too deep into this one, mainly because I can't really talk about it without spoiling too much. But I really love the theme of this anime. It's 50 plus episodes, so it'll keep you busy for a minute while we in the house. I just love the theme and like a lot of the philosophy of the main characters in this anime. Definitely one of my favorites. Some people regard it as the best Gundam series, which I wouldn't disagree, but I wouldn't agree either. It's kind of tough. I'd have to actually like sit down and think about, out of all the Gundam series I've seen, which one's the best. But this one is definitely like up there, especially like with a lot of people feeling that Gundam fell off at some point, and Iron Blooded Orphans basically kind of like revived it. I'm not saying all people thought this. It was some people that really felt that way. But I think this is a good series to start while you're in quarantine. I think it'll definitely have you thinking on a different perspective, and just thinking about life in general. And I love anime that can kind of bring that type of thinking out of people, and kind of put something in your imagination and things of that nature. But yeah, Mobile Suit, Iron Blooded Orphans. This is the 5th and final anime I would recommend while you watching in your house on lockdown, but you're healthy though. Alright, so those were my 5 anime I recommend to start while in quarantine. I hope one of y'all, whoever watches this video, start one of those, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all like it, hope y'all into it. If y'all do, let me know in the comments how y'all feeling about it so far. Like, maybe let me know if you 3 to 5 episodes in or something like that. But yeah, man, we gonna continue to get through this. Again, health is wealth. We gonna stay healthy, and we gonna be outside in no time, man. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Benny Greenheart signing out. Peace.